Alright, how we doing? I haven't recorded in 2 days because I've just been very, very busy. Seeing mates, working out, just general life stuff really. And I had a lot to say really, to be honest. Well, I've always got something to say, but I haven't been saying it. But there's a good sermon on at church today. Talks about, well, there's been a few recently about service and serving, helping others, and that's, all part of the AA life, and it's all part of the Christian life, really. You go into AA and you're expected to take service later down, because the first bit of A is really just about getting you sorted out. First of all, first bit of it gets you clean and sober and back to normal. The next part of it is about sort of looking at your internals and finding out what makes you tick and why you do the things that you do. And that is a big step, that was for me, is where the magic happened. 1 to 3 is magic in itself, and the other bits are apparently even more magic than that, but I'm not there yet, because, I'm only... Well, I'll start with a new sponsor, so I've gone back to really, but I got to step 7 where, I asked God to take my defects away, and he's took most of them away. Don't get me wrong, there are still some that I need to dig out, but it's progress, not perfection. I've always been very goal driven. I'm cooking tea for my dad at the minute. Every Sunday me and my dad have a roast dinner together, because it can't get out much and I'm a busy man, so we make it and it's not, what time is it now? 3:30. Yeah, I need to be getting up there, so I'm supposed to be nearly done. So got a nice roast chicken for him that we're going to go up and enjoy together. So but that's just part of the service, really, doing things for others. So anyway, going back to that, I'm just getting a bit off beaten there. And then the last bit's are really sort of connecting in with God, but the last bit is sort of like carrying a message and trying to help other alcoholics. Now, through the church and through the cafe and that, I am meeting other alcoholics now that are in a bit of a mess and that need to go into various places to get various, clean-ups and that, but it's kind of... It's rewarding in and of itself, it's gets me out of my head. I was talking to one person and I'm saying, well, you're helping me more than you possibly could know at this point. You do find, I thought that, the first thing, I struggled ringing people up, thinking, well, what are these people going to want to hear from me for? But eventually it changed around when you see it and understand what's going on, because it's a two-way process. Alcoholics Anonymous, it's two people trying to help each other rather than just one person trying to tell another person what to do, and you've got to suggest things and there's certain ways of going about things, but ultimately, it's like you're helping others and helping yourself. And I think we can, if you do it, everything gets better. I'm on cloud 9 at the minute, because I'm out of my own head and I'm helping other people. So there's a few people that I'm helping at the minute with various bits of guidance and advice and service. I've got a home group now. I go every week to the same meeting and I make the brews, or I do greeting. I actually start doing the literature this week because I know a little bit about what's available and what people need to hear and what people need to have and to consume. And all of this stuff just helps. I think if we had more people doing the steps out in the real world, I don't think the world would be as messed up as it is. Because you're putting yourself first. Mick today talks about helping lift people up from underneath by serving them. And I firmly believe in what the message that he was trying to get across, and that's only through helping others. I'm actually trying to learn. I'm learning things about myself, and how better I can help people. So. Do service, help your others, even if it's like cooking an old man a Sunday lunch. So big week for me this week. I'm getting my moles done for my teeth. So because they're a problem, I find it's all tied up with self-image. It's like my teeth are all gone from years of drug abuse and neglect. But and it ain't going to be cheap neither. I'm gonna have to go private because I can't get any agent doctors, but that's an entirely different thing. So, but I'm quite hopeful. Off to a big meeting in Rottenstall tonight, so that'll be interesting. There's apparently 70 people turn up at this meeting, so it'll be like, Funny, I was at a Unity group thing in Burnley last night. It was about 100 drug addicts in one place, and that, and not got stolen. So yeah, it's been really good. Life's good at the minute. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't recorded, but just things going on. Life's been thick and fast. And tomorrow I start with the 180 project as well. That's a good one. I'll link that on there on the website somewhere. I think they do some good work in that, and I'm looking forward to some group therapy maybe, and some more working out. I dropped below 14 stone today. I'm less, because I started 18 stone. Now I'm 13 stone 8 in 6 months ish. That's about that then. That's what happens when you put the work in. Yeah, you get the rewards. Peace out. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you.